Hi, welcome back. In the last video, we compared the different boards that are available in India. In this video, we will continue with the part 2 of it. That's compare it in other aspects as well. What's the progression in each boards? Which board is good for a competitive exam? What are the different examinations on the boards? Language options in the boards. And finally, we will see what are the features, unique features in each board that make it so attractive. So, going to first one, the progression in each boards. If you look at the Indian boards, which are there, the state board, CBSE board, CISE board, most of them have a kindergarten, that's pretty much to age 6. Then you have the primary years, the middle school years, high school years, and then the PUC, that's generally 11th and 12th. Cambridge, if you see IGCSE program, ages 5 to 11 is the primary year program, ages 11 to 14, lower secondary program, ages 14 to 16, upper secondary, and ages 16 to 19, an advanced program. If you look at the IB program, 3 to 11 is the primary years program. Ages 11 to 14 is the middle years program. Again, ages 14 to 16, a middle year program. And ages 16 to 19, a diploma program. So that was the IB program. Now you need to realize that NEP 2020 is in place, and that's going to change a lot of things for the Indian boards. I'm going to make a separate video on that. But for now, just to review the progression. The progression in the Indian boards is going to change significantly. That's going to come in a year or two. Now, in the initial years, the foundation stage, that is all the way from pre-K to grade 2 is going to be the foundation stage. The preparatory stage is going to be from grade 3 to grade 5. The middle age program or the middle school program is going to be from grade 6 to grade 8. There's no high school now. It's going to be all is going to be called secondary stage. That's going to be from grade 9 to grade 12. The examinations are also going to change for the Indian boards, but that's in a separate video. The next topic I'm going to talk about, in the current system, what are the examinations in 10th and what are the examinations in 12th? Now, even with the NEP 2020 coming, there will be no changes to the examination that's going to happen in board 10th, after 10th, and examination that's going to be happening after 12th. So what are the examinations in each of the boards? Every state board has its own examination. Okay? The state board examination in Karnataka will not be called the state board examination in Maharashtra. But it's be an examination after the 10th, there will be an examination after the 12th. It will be called as a board exam. If you're in Karnataka, the 10th exam is called SSLC exam. And the examination after 12th is the PU examination. The examination after 10th is called AISSE exam. An examination after 12th is called AISSCE exam. An examination in the CISE board is going to be called ICSE exam after 10th. After 12th, it's called the ISE exam. Now, if you are in the IGCSE exam, the examination that is accepted worldwide is the ICE exam, International Certificate for Education. An examination after 12th is called Advanced ICE exam. However, if you are in India, you need to get the AIU, that is Association of Indian Universities exam or equivalent certificate, and for that you need a 4+1. I've mentioned that in the previous video. Now, if you're in the IB program, you need to get after 10th the NYP exam or certificate, and after 12th or after the diploma program, you get a diploma certificate. If you're taking the IB program in India, you need to realize that the primary year program is an extraordinary program. It gives you an overall development in multiple aspects. It's not only an academic rigor program. But what we've seen is there are a lot of schools taking the primary year program, very few schools taking the middle year programs or the diploma programs. One of the reasons possibly could be there is no certification after the middle years program, and switching between the boards become difficult in the IB program if you take the MYP program. So people generally, or schools generally, offer primary years program and then they switch to the IGCSE or CISE board or the CBSE board after the primary years program. The next thing I want to talk to you about is which board is good for a competitive exams. Now, one thing I have to tell you is that no school prepares you for a competitive exams. Just take, for example, swimming. You might have a very good, swimming pool in your school, but if you want to be a national level swimmer or an international level swimmer, no school is going to give you that coaching. Just like that, if you want to compete in national level or international level Olympiads, or you want to compete in JEE, NEET, or any international level exams, no school is going to be prepared to do that. You will have to find a coach to do it. There's a difference between a tutor and a coach. A coach is the one, like a swimming coach or a football coach, finds ways that how you can get better and compete at the national and international level. A tutor is the one who generally instructs you on the content that's taught at the school level. Okay, that's called tuitions. Here I'm talking about coachings. So if you want to prepare for a competitive level exam, you need to find a great coaching institute. That being said, the CBSE board or the state board have got their syllabus very much aligned to the competitive exams in India. So if you're looking at a competitive exams in Karnataka, you may take, for example, Karnataka CET, the syllabus is aligned towards that exam from the science stream. Similarly, CBSE stream exams, math and science, is aligned more towards JEE exams or the NEET exam. Now, if you take, for example, the IGCSE board, because it offers a very broad perspective, getting into international colleges becomes easier with the IGCSE board. And even if you take the IGCSE board and if you give the A-level examinations, preparing for JEE and preparing for NEET doesn't become harder. The content in the IGCSE board is more rigorous than the CBSE board and the state boards, which is the right board for mine. I've given you enough information to make that decision. However, I want to end the session by these words, by this section. I want to say that if you take the state board, it's a more rigid board. You have to take the 3 languages and you have no choices between the subjects. You have to take social sciences, mathematics, whether you like them or not. That goes the same for CBSE board as well. It gives you some flexibility. It's still a rigid board. You still have to take 2 languages and the subjects, social sciences, mathematics. Then you go to CISE board or ICSE exam in 10th standard. Little less rigid, more flexibility, more application of the knowledge. And then you have 2 languages, and then you have the subjects that you have to take. 6 or 7 subjects in total from a range of subjects. Now, when you go to the international boards, there is very less rigidity. There is more flexibility, and then you are only restricted to 2 languages if you want the ICE certification, 1 language if you're looking for an equivalence Indian certificate, and a range of subjects from humanities, from commerce, and then you can look at sciences, mathematics, and the level of difficulty as well. So, in addition to that, the international boards give you a very global perspective. It also focuses on research. Research is generally compulsory. And if you're in the IB board, theory of knowledge is a very compulsory subject. Essay writing is very mandatory. These make, for example, the international boards, because they're flexible, you will find that the subjects are harder, but you are choosing subjects that your child is going to like and the child is good at. And then you can develop your child in their field of strength. And while you develop in your field of strength, no matter how difficult it is, you will find it easier. And that's the answer to your question. You need to find subjects, or you need to find a program that will adapt to your child. And for that, the international boards or even the Indian CISE board is a better board. I hope this content has helped you. I hope this material has helped you make those decisions on which board or how to find the right school for your child. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up. Thank you.